Hi Veronica, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Good to hear. My name is Noelle and I'm a social worker and I'm going to ask you a few questions. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
All right. So before we get started, I wanted to tell you about our confidentiality policy. This here is a safe place and you can tell me anything you need to and I won't repeat it unless something you tell me puts yourself or somebody else in danger. So for example, if you told me that you had a plan to hurt someone, I would have to tell someone who could help you and the person that you might hurt. So just so you know, as you're like talking, I might be writing some things down or typing some things out, and I am definitely giving you my full attention, but I just need to make sure I'm filling out the paperwork as well.
Okay.
So it looks like from the paperwork you filled out earlier, you're experiencing some suicidal thoughts. Would you like to tell me a little bit more about that and just what brought you here today?
Yeah, so I feel so, sometimes I just feel so like isolated, and whenever like these periods of isolation come up, my head naturally goes to suicide, and just like, well, what if? It's just something in the back of my mind, and it just comes up continually, especially in like moments when I'm upset, and when I get like in fights with my mom and things like that. I'll start to cry, and then the suicidal stuff comes up.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for telling me that. So like right now, how are you feeling? Are you feeling that isolation right now, or like where would you say you are?
I'm doing okay. Like I came here and like everyone was really nice, so that helped. But I'm doing better, I guess, than earlier when I made the call.
Did something come up that triggered these suicidal thoughts that brought you here today? Was there a specific incident?
Well, last night I got into another fight with my mom, and this morning I tried to go to school and I just couldn't think of going back and like just being so alone and going to class, and it just seemed all pointless to me. And I just had this really strong urge to just do something, and it wasn't like a good thing. It was more just like, again, suicide coming up, and I couldn't do it.
Okay. Yeah, so it sounds like the arguments with your mom tend to be a trigger for you, and also just feeling isolated, and yeah, that's understandable. It's very easy to feel lonely, especially today. Have you ever harmed yourself before in any way?
What do you mean?
Like, have you ever like pinched yourself, or maybe like cut yourself, or given yourself bruises?
Sometimes when I get like really upset, I will like pinch myself, I guess, and like but I've never like knifed myself or anything. I know like I have friends who do that sort of thing, but I don't.
Yeah. When you pinch yourself, does it ever lead to like bruising?
No.
Okay.
No, I bruise easily, but it's not because of what I'm doing to myself.
Okay. So you said that you've had these like thoughts of suicide. Have you ever like made a plan for how you would kill yourself?
No. And I mean, I've seen some suicide scenes in movies, and I know how some people do it, but I don't know how I would if I chose to do it. It's just more something I would like think of when I'm really upset, and like something I know some people have done when their life gets really hard, so I just think of it too.
Yeah. Are you nervous that at some point you might commit suicide? Do you think that things are bad enough that you might make a plan?
Maybe if the fighting with my mom continues and the isolation continues. The fighting with my mom I could handle and I have handled, but it's more just feeling so alone that I can't. So I could see it happening in the future, but right now I have a lot of control over myself, so I'll get upset, but I can control what I will and won't do with myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, so it sounds like based on what you're telling me right now, you are in control of yourself and you understand that you're having these emotions and you're very self-aware, that's a good thing. We want to make sure that you aren't apathetic and that you are still able to like feel emotions. And would you say that you are able to like feel the emotions of like happiness and sadness and like joy and fear? Okay, that's good. So do you have anything in your life that you're like passionate about? Like, do you have any hobbies or anything that bring you joy?
I love to play piano.
Okay.
I learned, my dad taught me before he left when I was like 8, and I've like tried to work on it ever since, and like I haven't been keeping up with it lately, but I love to play piano. I love music. I want to major in music someday.
Oh, good, good. Do you have any, so it sounds like your relationship with your mom is definitely a point of stress in your life. Do you have any relationships that give you like joy? Like you talked about your friends earlier, do they give you support?
My friend Max is nice. He, like, if I call him or have to talk to him after like a fight with my mom, he always listens, and he thinks I'm good at playing piano too, and he thinks I could do something with music someday. So.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you have people like him in your life. Yeah, so it sounds to me like you do have some coping mechanisms and some things in your life other than these feelings of isolation that bring you happiness and kind of give you a purpose. Would you say that's true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after talking to you for a little bit, it is apparent to me that you still have things in your life that give you joy and hope, but you are sometimes feeling lonely and like hopeless. Would you say that's true? Feel hopeless sometimes? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is refer you to a counselor, because it doesn't seem to me like you're in any danger right now, but we definitely want to work on your relationship with your mom and on these feelings of isolation and loneliness, because we don't want you to be led to anything more dangerous down the road, and I definitely don't want things to get worse or for you to feel like you might need to kill yourself or make a plan of suicide. So I'm going to refer you to Sean at Chi St. Alexius. She's off campus, but we really love her, and she's helped a lot of students who go to University of Mary. Would that be okay with you to go see a therapist?
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, that's great. She knows a lot about different coping mechanisms, and yeah, you don't seem to be in danger of hurting yourself right now, but life is definitely really hard, and we want to avoid you getting to that place where you might hurt yourself. So I'm going to give you Sean's number and her business card, and before you leave today, I will talk to our receptionist and we'll get you set up with some appointments, and you'll meet with her once a week. And we also have a suicide hotline card that we can give you so that you have someone to call or text if anything happens. And yeah, definitely just like give us a call if you need anything, but I think seeing this therapist will be really good for you, and if it doesn't work out, you can give us a call and talk to us, or you can talk to her about maybe switching therapists, and we're definitely open to doing like whatever we need to do to make you feel safe and happy. So yeah, does that sound okay to you?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming in. It was wonderful to meet you, Veronica.
You too. It helps to talk about this stuff. Thank you.
Good. I'm glad.